Mic check 1 2. Hello, hello, hello. All right, yo, what's up, everybody? Hope everybody's chilling. Gonna do a little bit of a different stream today. The main reason for me doing this stream is I would like to talk about all the new music that's out. And this is to be used as like a video on demand. So whoever we have in the chats, cool. But this is not about that. But if you're in the chat and you want to say hi, you want to get a shout out, go for it. Yo, what up, everybody? Hope everybody's enjoying their Saturday. All right, while I'm chatting, I'm going to be actually playing music off of my new album, Evolved. So in a roundabout way, this is a really good chance to listen to the new album. All right, we're streaming live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. I have all of them open up here, so if somebody says something, I'll try to catch your comment. What happens is on Facebook, I go to make these videos about new music, etc. And what happens is you only have a limited time. So if I do this live stream, then I can talk as much as I want. There's no time limit, and then people can go back and watch this, whether it's on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. Like I said, I'm going to be playing music in the background, but this is not supposed to be like a DJ stream. This is going to be me talking about different music. We got my main man, Marshall, in the background, sleeping, what he usually does, sleeping on the job like usual. The song that I'm playing right now is called "We Run This." I'm actually gonna go ahead and so the Evolved album has like a certain running order right now for the demo. It's not going to be the final running order of the album, and this is not the final by any means. Hey Marshall, how you doing, man? Now I have Marshall, my dog, and then I have Marshall Rice in the chat. So Marshall and Marshall cooking some breakfast. All right, what are you making? I had I woke up a little late today. Usually I wake up at 6:00 every morning. A little insight into my schedule. I would like to wake up early so I can do business with people over in Europe. So I'm usually getting up like around 6. Waking up it's like 7:30, 8 is late. I woke up today about 8:30 and I laid around a little bit and didn't get up till 9. So I had a turkey sandwich. And I, of course, gave the last piece to my man, or else he gives me dirty looks for the rest of the day. So Exzakt Evolved is like, I know I've been working on this album for a very long time. By the way, how's the levels for the mic and everything? Let me know. The mic is always a tricky thing for whatever reason. Trying to get the hang of it. When doing music, you know what I mean, throughout the stream, I'm turning stuff up and down, so I'm trying to get the mic right. So let me know if it sounds okay. So Exzakt Evolved is it actually really is like almost done now. Let me. I just had a problem with my my stream program, and it erased my entire setup that I've been setting up for like years. So it like was just gone all of a sudden. So I'm setting up my stream as I go. But I do want to pull up. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay, so Exzakt Evolved 2024. The album is like pretty much done. I have 11 tracks on it. And this first song is called Intelligence Artificial. All right, I want to welcome everybody on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. If you're on any of those platforms and you want to say hello, give me a shout out. I'll see your name. If you're just joining us, today's stream is about talking about new products. My voice has decided to do this right when I start streaming for some reason. Okay. So the main thing I'm going to talk about is a very special product. It's hard to even call it a product, honestly. This is like a piece of my life, a piece of my music, a piece of my, legacy, if you will. So I'm actually going to hop over and start talking about that right now, actually. And like I said, whoever's on the stream, whatever, this is mostly like a video to talk about some music stuff. I'm just going to push on through. If you're in the chat, you want to say hi, you want to say hello, cool. If you just want to watch, that's fine too. All right. So with that said, I'm going to hop over to this very special project that I'm working on currently. Okay. I don't know what to call this. This is the Exzakt once in a lifetime box. This box is different than I did one other box like this, and this one is different than that one. The other one had like almost all of my records inside of it. Somebody purchased it a couple years ago. And one of the main reasons behind me doing this is I want to definitely document, you know what I mean, the products that are in here. And I want to have somebody else have this stuff except for me. So I made the box available. It was pretty much almost my entire like catalog. And then we had a couple special items in there. The box was probably double the size of this one. But I added some special things to this one that sets this box aside from that other one. And most of the items that are in this box, a majority of the items that you're going to see, it's going to be impossible to make this box unless it's my personal box, like that I give you my very last copies of all this stuff. Wow. So first of all, this thing weighs a lot. All right, I have it like on a little fold-up table. I hope this thing doesn't like fall over here. Jesus, this thing is heavy. All right, so let me take the stuff out of here because this box is. Okay, so over the 25 years of me producing music and producing records, this is a very comprehensive collection. 90% of this stuff is out of my personal collection. These are not just like in stock records. First, let's look at the box. Victrola is one of the last remaining companies that makes quality record boxes. This is a very nice, built box, and it's customized with the monotone logo, of course. This never left my house. I actually made this to actually do gigs and to take little small collections of records to gigs, but I never ended up using it for that. All right, so if anybody's in the chat, we have a few people on each platform. If anybody has any questions during this time, let me know. This is going to be a cool video because this is going to be documenting this. This is going to sell 100%. It's going to go to somebody that's going to be, getting a very substantial collection of the Exzakt music, series of records that have come out over the past 25 years. And this is going to be very significant, almost like this should be in possession of somebody that's a huge Exzakt fan, is going to take care of this for years to come. So let's start first with the white labels, which I have a brand new white label that just came out. I don't know if you saw the video for it, if anybody saw the video for that, but if you did, you would know that it's a fresh from the pressing plant. And I'm actually putting one of the copies of that in this. There's only 3 copies of this brand new white label, and I'll review that here in a minute. But let's start with the star of the show here. And this is an acetate. If you're familiar with what an acetate is, basically it's when you want to take music and you want to be able to play it in the club, on turntables, etc. And you're basically just making one copy of it. So when I very first started making music, before I was even anybody on the scene, nobody knew who I was except for like a few people locally. And I had aspirations of making electro music because I was very passionate about it. I loved electro music. Starting from when I was a teenager, the first time I went into a skating ring. And I instantly fell in love with electro music. So later on, when I found out about like the second coming of electro music and heard it like at rave clubs, I was instantly in love. And not too far after that, I decided to start producing music. I was either going to produce drum and bass or electro. Fun little fact. And I decided, from being from South Florida, from West Palm Beach, I decided to pursue the electro route. People like James Wolfe, Storm, Johnny Dangerously, David Noller, Scott Weiser, Todd Walker. You know, those were folks that were from the city I'm from, West Palm Beach. And I was around them, so I was able to see, you know, them, you know, playing, DJing at clubs, etc. So those are the folks that I started to associate with, and the people that, you know, showed me electro music, producing it, etc. So when I first started making music, I got an MPC 2000. Me and James Wolfe, as Resident Alien, got the MPC, and instantly I started to work on my own music. First few tracks that I made, one of them was the Metaminds, which I set aside here. And the Metaminds, from the outside looking in, was the very first song that I had as a solo on vinyl. So if you see right there, it actually says written and produced by Exzakt, mastered at Entropic by Cynics, which is Wayne Lansdowne. So if you ever see Wayne's Lansdowne, that's him. So I've been working with him for literally my first record. Now before that, this existed, and this is an acetate with Dark Mind and Clarity, two songs that I actually made before Music is the Drug. And Dark Mind, Clarity, I put on acetate because I made these songs, and I got them to the point that I wanted to see if people liked them. And I was doing like little DJ gigs here and there, so I wanted to have my own music to be able to DJ. So A&R was a company that was around that was making master lacquers. And so I sent this off to A&R. I think I spent like, I want to say it was like $90 with the shipping and handling and everything back then. And so Dark Mind and Clarity, I was able to actually DJ those. I don't even think that these versions that are on this are the final versions. So I was able to DJ these, and I'll be honest with you. When I first started DJing this, it was very weird to people. It wasn't like an instant hit. I would play these songs in my set, and at first, they weren't received very well, to say the least. I have some very interesting stories about Clarity, especially. You know, people really bashed me for this. They said, "Oh man, you need to work on this more. It's really, you know, not very good. Honestly, you should, you know, keep on working on stuff and try to get better." And this was some people that were in the immediate, you know, surroundings of our people that we were associating with. And Clarity. Now, see, the thing is with Clarity is I loved it, and a friend of mine, Randy Wolf, no association with James Wolfe, he fucking loved this track. So he would be, you know, pretty much one of the only people to come to my shows, and he would always ask me to play this record. Now, from that, there started to be 3 or 4 people that liked Clarity. And then there started to be 5 or 6 people that liked Clarity. And then there was 10. And then there was 15. And then there was 20. And then there was 30. And there was 40. And this happened over just a matter of months. Matter of weeks. So some of the people that actually told me that Clarity was not a very good record actually came to me and said, "Wow, man, that Clarity song, I don't even know if they realized it was the same song, to be honest with you." And then some people that were DJing that were, you know, kind of like bigger DJs than me, they would say, "Hey, Larry, can I borrow that record, Clarity, so I can play it at this rave?" And from there, 40 or 50 or 100 people, I don't remember exactly how many, but this song became a very popular song among the DJ circuit in South Florida, to where it got to the point where this was being requested for me to play when I would DJ, and friends of mine that I would go with, we would bring this record and we would play this record. And Dark Mind, not so much, but this was still a song that people knew, but Clarity was really the one that really like kind of exploded. Now, in the meantime, I made Music is the Drug, and Music is the Drug was like an overnight success. It totally eclipsed Clarity to the point where I don't know why. Clarity was actually supposed to come out on Music is the Drug, and for some reason, it didn't end up coming out on that record because we made different versions of Music is the Drug, and we had a certain format, 1 song on side A and 2 songs on side B. So we made 3 different versions of Music is the Drug. All those made it onto the record, and this didn't. This is the one and only copy of this, and I'm putting that in this box. So right off the bat, we know that this is something very unique with this box. Now we have in here a tour of white labels, which these there's only one other way that you could have gotten these white labels, and that's that other box that I had mentioned, the different version of this box. So Feeling Above white label, this is the only way you can get this. Speaker Breaker white label, that was circulated, but this is my personal copy. This is Lust, the record Lust from the various artists. This has Hyde Dominator on it. This is Electro Endeavors white labels. This is a double pack. This is cool because it has various artists on it, but it has Exzakt, more bounce to the ounce. It has Dynamic Bass System, Ghost in the Machine, Boris Divider, Supreme Dot. I mean, damn. Cool to have other artists on here. This is a white label of Essential Cuts, which if you're familiar with that, it's a brand new, or a newer, not brand new, but a newer Exzakt release. Yo, what's up, Michael? How you doing? And this is kind of like a greatest hits of Exzakt. It has the Speaker Breaker cover, like kind of big. I'll show it to you in a second. Okay, that's the white label. That's the white label of this. And this is clear vinyl. This comes with it. It's like kind of a smoky, really, really awesome. There's a lot of colored vinyl, white label stuff. I'm going to go over the colored vinyl here in a few minutes. Mono Tracks Volume 2, white label. This is not in circulation. I have like 6 copies. All of them are in my possession. The other box had 1. Volume 1, Mono Tracks. Techno Sluts, Exzakt and DBS remix, white label. White label 4, Fragile Recordings, Resident Alien, and Jacqueline Hyde, 20,000 Freaks, the original pressing. Zeta Reticula, Exzakt and BFX remix on here. Exzakt Electrology, Me and My 808 is on here. This is not something that you can get. These white labels are like exclusive to this box. I have to say it again, just outside of that other box. So only 2 copies have ever been in circulation of this. Monotone 7, Monotone 8. This is mostly an Exzakt box, but it also has monotone titles in there. That some of this stuff are records that are on monotone. I don't appear on the records, but I was the executive producer or had some hand in the record. Okay. 5 of 5. We did sell a couple of these in some other boxes. This is the last one. I have 1 of 5 and there's 5 of 5. So there's 3 other ones that are in circulation. Now, when you do a picture disc, I don't know if you realize there's not a white label. It's actually a white record, which is kind of cool, right? So this is the white record, the test pressing of Exzakt Electro Classics. And let me show you what Exzakt Electro Classics is. Some people don't realize that they think that this is the Music is the Drug cover, but if you've seen this, it doesn't have the Fragile Recordings, it doesn't have the text and everything, because this is a totally different record, okay? And on the back, it has the Music is the Drug remixes artwork only. So the artwork is like kind of like a greatest hits. Now, this picture disc is actually 6 different tracks. And this goes with this. This right here, just to give you an idea, this is a $100 record right here, just on its own. Like I said, this is 6 different tracks on here. Let me refresh my memory here of what the tracks are. If you're just joining us, this is Exzakt. Welcome to the stream. We're streaming on Facebook, Twitch, and yo, Flick, how's it going on Twitch? We're on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Yo, J-Mon on YouTube, what's going on? Michael Janowiz, man, I can't pronounce that. Sorry, I'm fucking your last name up. Okay, I'm just looking up what's on this record because I forget. Okay, Exzakt. This is Exzakt Electro Classics. It has Music is the Drug, Electronic Dream, From the Outside Looking In, Clarity, Escape, and Beatbox. So, Music is the Drug, Electronic Dream, Outside Looking In, Clarity, Escape, Beatbox. I mean, this is crazy. This is crazy what's on here. Between this and the Essential Cuts, I pretty much released those recently to be and this is pure artwork, by the way. As you can tell, I had to go look on the computer to see what tracks are on here because I don't have any track listing. So when you buy this, you know what the track listing is. So when you get it, now if you're in the record store and this is like at a used record store and you see this, you say, what the hell is this? Which I kind of did that on purpose. Okay. So boom, that record's in here. Again, I am selling these records here, right here, but this white record version of it is impossible to get outside of this last box right here. Then you're gonna get a bunch of stuff that's not super rare, but it's just to go along to have the collection. This is Exzakt remixes of The Dark Side, Supreme Jaw. This is Rogue Resistance. This has Exzakt Clarity. It has the Lethal Agent remix. I did show you the white label, but you get a finished copy of this. This is Lust. So this has Dextrosist, Dynamic Bass System, and High Dominator. So not only are you getting an awesome Exzakt collection, but you're also getting some really cool music along with that. That's not just from Exzakt. All right, let's breeze through this. Monotracks Volume 1, finished copy. Monotracks Volume 2, finished copy. Electrology, Me and My 808, finished copy. Exzakt Second Wave remixes. This has Tipper, EMS, I'm a Voima on it. Brand new Jensen Interceptor that has DJ Godfather, The Advent, and then an Exzakt remix. Here's the Electro Endeavors Volume 2, finished copy. Here's Electro Endeavors Volume 1 that has the original Clarity. You got BFX Alone, Exzakt remix. You have Larry McCormick Genesis, Exzakt Future Shock, Bryce Kelly record with Exzakt collaboration on there. So you're getting a very extensive Exzakt record collection. I'm actually going to be adding some more stuff to this. And if there's a specific record, whoever becomes the purchaser of this box, if you are looking for something specific, let me know. Okay, that brings us to the colored vinyl portion of this. Once again, I'd like to welcome J-Mon on YouTube, Flick on Twitch, and Michael and Marshall on Facebook. Yo, Kimmy, what the fuck is going on, my dude? Hey, Kimmy, I just mentioned you, my bro. You missed it. I talked about the original. Yo, we got DJ Storm in the house. So it's funny. I was just talking about him. If you guys don't mind, I'm going to actually... Kimmy. So Kimmy is DJ Storm, by the way. And I actually have this. Remember this acetate of Clarity and Dark Mind? Kimmy's one of the DJs that really supported this record. DJ Storm. Big fucking shout out to DJ Storm in the chat right now on Facebook. My motherfucking man helped me out tremendously. When I first started DJing, he was a huge supporter of Exzakt. He always showed me love. He always used to show me the badass electro records when I was a fucking noob and didn't know shit. And so Kimmy can tell you, I made this acetate, and he's one of the folks that would borrow this song Clarity and play it at raves and shit. So big shout out to DJ Storm. Perfect timing for you to come in here, man. I gave you props earlier before you showed up. I don't know if your ears maybe were ringing, or somebody got on the fucking bat phone and said, Storm, Larry's talking about you. Okay. So I have 2 colored vinyl in here that's just absolutely nuts for this collection. All right. Speaker Breaker, when it first came out, it was one of the absolute awesome fucking projects I've ever done, man. Because there was a... By the way, we're listening to Exzakt Evolved in the background. The brand new Exzakt album that's going to be coming out later this year. We're listening to it in the background. Okay, now, Speaker Breaker. There was a pressing plant here in town called Alpha. And Alpha was a really cool pressing plant. Now, when I started working with Alpha, man, I really wish I could remember the gentleman's name that ran it. I actually went to them, and I was really infatuated with the color vinyl process. Yo, Michael Hess, how you doing? Yes, sir. So when I did this project, I said, okay, I want to make a black colored regular vinyl. I want to make white vinyl, and I want to make Coke can clear. Coke can clear is like that greenish kind of clear. Okay, Kimmy, thanks for coming by. DJ Storm in the house, everybody. All right, so when I pressed this record, believe it or not, when you actually have a record and you press colored vinyl and you have black also, there's a transition where it goes from the pellets to the other pellet. That's actually what makes vinyl records, is they put pellets in there. And when you would have a record go from, like, let's say black to color, white, whatever, that actually is considered a defect. And they would throw those records away. That's a true story. The records in between that had any type of color from the other vinyl would be considered a defect, and they would actually destroy those records. And I found out about that because I would see some records like this. Sometimes I would wonder, like, what is that? And a lot of times they would say, oh, that's actually like a transition of going from one color to the next, right? So when I was pressing these records at Alpha, I said, listen, I want those records that are in between. And those records that were in between at first, you know, they were cool records. I didn't sell them, though. You know, I actually kept those records. And many years later, after people stopped buying vinyl, and I actually left my collection for dead at one point. I almost threw all my stuff away when I had to move. And I was carrying around all these records. I'm like, why am I carrying around these records? I'm just throw these things away. And somebody at the time was like, man, don't throw the records away. Keep them, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, screw it. They helped me move it. Like that's how they talked me into doing it. And I'm just being real with you here. I know a lot of people like to be like, oh, well, I knew vinyl was going to last through the blah, blah, blah. Like, okay, sure. Yo, Savage Tracks, how you doing? So this record right here, that is like this greenish white, which it's not actually green. It's, like I said, it's called Coke Bottle Clear. All right, and I'll show you a record right now that actually is a Coke bottle clear record. This is a Coke bottle clear record. All right, it's clear, but it's got like that greenish tint, which is like looks like a Coke bottle. Oh, Savage Tracks, you're awesome. Thank you so much for supporting Monotone website, or Monotone Bandcamp, whatever you're talking about. So that brings us to this record right here. There's like maybe like a handful of these. I have sold some of these by themselves, but I have 2 records left like this, and one of these is in my hand, and the other one is hanging up on my wall right now. It's not going anywhere, okay? So just to give you an idea what's going on with this box, what's going on with this collection, this is the kind of record that is just priceless, honestly. Okay, and the story I'm about to tell you sounds like bullshit. I'm gonna be real with you, but it's a truth. It's the truth on my right arm. If I'm telling you a lie, my right arm is gonna fall off by the end of this video. All right, so we pressed this record up. This is like Exzakt repressed. This is kind of like Exzakt greatest hits from back in the day. It's got Music is the Drug, Transfusion, Sleeping with the Enemy, and Off Course. Pretty badass record right here, right? Okay. Now, when I press these records up, I got them done in Canada at a place called Acme. I got box upon box upon box. This is one record that I've always had tons and tons of copies left. Now, because this is clear vinyl, I always like kept this. This is like, you know, always had a value to me. And guess what? We sold them. I put them in storage for a long time. We took the records out of storage. We sold them, and et cetera, et cetera. So I had 1 box left. 1 box left. All right. So one day, I opened up the last box, and I said, okay, let's sell the last of these records. And I opened up the first 4 records because I noticed something about the first one. I opened up the first one, and I noticed a blue record. And I said, what the fuck is this? Yo, Mr. Butcherman, what's good? Everybody, welcome to the stream. We're talking about an Exzakt record box that I am currently going to be letting go to somebody. I'm doing good. We're on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube, okay? So getting back to the story, I opened the box, and this is in there. And I said, what in the hell is that? I honestly had no clue why there's hundreds of clear vinyl records. Actually, I pressed up a couple thousand of these when they got pressed originally, like many years ago. No clue of why there was a blue, and there was like a blue. There was 2 blues and 2 teals, two blues and 2 teals. There's 1 blue one on my wall right now, and there's 1 blue one in my hand right now. Okay. This has never been DJ'd. This is mint copy. Besides me just handling it just now, it's never been put on a vinyl turntable or anything. Okay, then just to sweeten the pot, we got Techno Sluts. And then we have this. You see how that has that like black vinyl? That's like the defect I was talking about earlier. There was like maybe 20 that had that like black thing in there. So this is a very unique piece. And then that brings us to this piece, which is very, very appropriate to have in this set. Okay. And this is a Exzakt Evolve album cover, and it's on an acrylic printout. This is amazing. If you see this in person, it's almost like a 3D. It's got nice polished edges. So that's going in here. Then I have 2 more items that make this box one of the only boxes of its kind, and actually a box on its own, honestly. So if you ever saw me play live back in the mid 2000s, late 2000s, 2010, 2012. This was my mic that I used. I used to call it the Elvis mic. And so this is something I've kept all these years. There's only one of these, and this is the original one that are in all the photographs. So this is something cool that I want to put in with this collection. I want to spread out these kind of like, sentimental things that are from the Exzakt history. And so we're going to put this in with this box. Personal item of mine, and I'm sure the, Exzakt fans out there that are really into my music over the years would enjoy having something like this. So that's being put into the box. All right. I'm including some stickers that are old school stickers. This is like an original monotone sticker from back in the day, back when I was running. This is a original I Love Electro sticker, and then I'm giving you some new stickers. Save the vinyl thing. This is a promo for Electro Breaks Volume 6. I believe this is called a door hanger promo. I'm throwing that in there. By the way, anything in here is signed. The person that buys this, I'm going to actually come meet with you. We're going to meet in person. I'm not selling this outside of the immediate area. Any place in Florida, like North Florida or whatever, if you buy this box, we can meet in the middle or something. But I'm not shipping this box anyplace. It's way too valuable. Okay? The icing on the cake. All right. Quite a few years ago, I actually got what's called the stampers from Pressing Records. These stampers, I actually sold a bunch of these stampers, and I have one left. And this is one I was keeping for my personal collection. I do actually have one other stamper left for I Am the Enemy. So this is the last one that I have left that I'm going to be letting go. Let me put it that way. And this is an a nickel plate, and this is what's used to press records, okay? And this is from my personal collection. And I have it framed already. And this is going to be put in with this box. So this is a nickel plate that was actually used for monotone to press this record. There's only one side. So there's side A and side B. And this is the only one of side A of hydraulics. I know it's not an Exzakt record, but it's a monotone record. I don't have any more Exzakt acetates left except for the I Am the Enemy. I'm not going to be letting go. So this is, like I said, this is an Exzakt / monotone collection. But the thing that ties Exzakt into this is it's monotone, my label, but this is also my personal collection. I've hung this on the wall, and this has been sitting on my wall. So I'm taking this off of my wall and putting it into this collection. You get a finished copy of it, and this is a one-sheet copy of this. All right, so there you have it. I know I think there's close to 50 records in this whole entire thing. So if you're interested in this video, or if you're interested in this, let me know. And we're going to be finding I'm in the gardens. Okay. All right, Michael. So this is one of the most personal collections that I've ever put together. It's important for me for somebody else to have this. Now, I have a high value on this. I'm not trying to just get rid of this. This is something that's to be cherished. Whoever gets this, I want them to like really take care of this and in the future, somebody else is going to have this collection. Just the sheer taking just one artist, whether you're an Exzakt fan or not. This is a pretty cool collection, you know, from top to bottom of one artist, and I really want to have this in somebody else's hands. And so if you're interested in this, if you're watching this live or you're watching the video playback on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, message me on Facebook or Instagram. If you message me on the platform, if you message me on Twitch or YouTube, I'm not going to see the message. So here, I'll type it out if you're not familiar with my social media. Facebook. Okay, if you're interested in getting this box, here's the way that you can get it. Here's the way that you can message me to negotiate the cost of this. All right. Facebook.com/Exzakt, Instagram.com, Exzakt Official, or my email is exzakt@gmail.com. So if you're interested in this, I've got wax you signed for me 13 plus years ago in protective sleeve. That's awesome, Michael. I appreciate that. Marshall, what about X? We'll catch up soon. Take care, Marshall. Okay, Marshall, I appreciate that. All right, everybody. Again, the music that's been playing in the background is my new Exzakt Evolved album. Let's see here. Let's show you some other things here in case you're catching up with my music. We have a bunch of new music on the Monotone Bandcamp. So I'll go over that real quick. So let's start with monotone.us. All right, that's all the new merchandise. Go check it out. We have really cool shirts. We got the USB half off right now. We have new vinyl. We have a different box set for Exzakt that has all my newer stuff and older stuff in one box. There's only one of these left. It's called Platinum Box. We got stickers, USBs, etc. And then on Bandcamp, we have brand new releases that just dropped, all kinds of new stuff. And then on the Exzakt Bandcamp, of course, you can get all the Exzakt music. So Monotone is Monotone plus Exzakt, and then the Exzakt Bandcamp is all mostly Exzakt stuff. We have some cool VIPs on here. All right, everybody. I just wanted to make this video and talk about this box because it's so extensive. There's so much to it, and I wanted to get all the details to you. Making a video and trying to upload it, they wouldn't let me do it past, like, I think 4 minutes. So there you go. All the details of the Exzakt once-in-a-lifetime box set. If you are interested, there's the way to get in touch with me. I'm looking for the perfect person that wants to get these records and have this collection in their collection. If you already have copies of some of this stuff, I mean, I wouldn't really, you know, if this is something that interests you, having doubles of this stuff wouldn't hurt. And plus, you keep this collection, this box, like, intact. You don't take any of this stuff out. You probably don't play any of this stuff, or if you do, you just listen to it. But it's not going to be something you take out and throw it into your collection. You're probably going to keep this collection together. So that makes sense to have doubles up on this stuff. So, all right, everybody. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. We're probably going to be doing a Future Electro Exzakt DJ set this evening. So if you are around, come check that out. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for all the support. Thank you for all the Exzakt support over the years. If you have some of my records from back in the day or you're getting some of the stuff now, I really appreciate it. I feel blessed to have everybody that supports my music, and we're going to keep on rocking. All right.